Oh, I like that definitely. Hey everybody, what's up? Um, I want to get on here today, and I want to talk about Hollywood. I want to talk about Hollywood. And Teresa said she wants to listen to me right now, so I'm going to talk about Hollywood. Um, Now, according to the current conversation, like I'm an American, and like I hear all of you Americans out there, and all of you Americans are complaining about Hollywood, like just complaining about Hollywood and complaining about fucking Hollywood. And let's first of all define terms here before we have a discussion. And so when we talk about Hollywood, we're really talking about the American entertainment industry because Hollywood as a physical place is apparently dying, right? But the American entertainment industry moves on. Like the American entertainment industry is not dead. It's just not in a physical location anymore. Like I'm here in New Mexico and there's a big movie movement within Albuquerque and Santa Fe. You know, there's a lot of creative stuff happening in different parts of the country. You know, and so we can talk about the American entertainment industry instead of talking about Hollywood, right? Because that's a generic misnomer that confuses the mind. But like let me submit to you this. Let me submit to you this. Little Miss Sunshine. Like, if you've never seen Little Miss Sunshine, go out there and fucking watch Little Miss Sunshine. Have you seen Little Miss Sunshine, Teresa?
I've never
No,
seen
it's a good
it.
movie. It's a really good movie. It's great. No, it's not a good movie. It's a great movie. It 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 just just amazed me. It was just it brought me. It just engendered and conjured up emotions within me, and it was great. And thoughts and ideas, and it's great. There's another movie called Juno, um, with this quirky actress and stuff, and she's been in other movies that I don't know the name of, but they were great too. Juno was great, 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 um, great. It was like, oh my god. One point in time, my wife and I want to watch this movie. It's like an indie movie, and it was about this white girl, and it was about Thanksgiving. So she was gonna have Thanksgiving with her family, and her boyfriend is a black guy, and they just have this quirky little Thanksgiving together, and it's just a great story. I forgot the name of it, but that was a good story. Good, great story. I'm gonna go there, Teresa. I'm gonna go there,
Mm-hmm.
and I know this is a touchy subject for you,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna go there. Okay.
Okay.
Um, Kevin Spacey. There is allegations out there. There's allegations right there out there right now against Kevin Spacey, and everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So that's the all respect due process, you know. But let's say those allegations are true. Then there might be a variety of allegations against him. I don't know, but like I think you know the allegations I'm talking about. Let's say those allegations against Kevin Spacey are true. Okay, Teresa.
Yeah. I think they are.
I don't know. I respect due process, and um, so let's say they're true. Kevin Spacey is still a damn good fucking actor. He's still a fucking like he's a damn like everything he's been in. Fucking L.A. Confidential, fucking Kaiser, fucking Sose. There's this movie where he was a Christmas movie with him and what's that guy's name? Um,
Mm,
he played Santa Claus. I don't know if you've seen it.
I just know the Pay It Forward movie.
Pay It Forward. Okay. I haven't seen that. That looks cheesy.
That's a good movie.
Okay. And but there was a movie that Kevin Spacey was in where there's one guy, he came to rob Kevin Spacey, and Kevin Spacey had this family, and he this guy was a con man, and he was dressing up as Santa Claus, and like people talk about the different generations out there. And if you want to know what Generation X is, I'm kind of on the cusp. I think some people might consider me not Generation X. I was born in 1979, so I don't know. But
Okay.
the Santa Claus within this movie is like the epitome of the Generation X ideals. Like if you want to know what Generation X is, it's the Santa Claus within this movie. I forgot his fucking name. No, he's a good actor, good comedian. Americans like we got some great comedians out there. Like damn. I mean, there's the Shrek movie, so we got fucking Shrek, we got Kung Fu Panda, and I know the actor who played Shrek was a Canadian, but the black guy I think was a white Eddie Murphy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great American comedian. I watched him on Saturday Night Live one time. He was playing a man. He was a black man who dressed up as a white man. So he put on white face, right? And he wanted to see if there was a difference between the way white people communicated with each other when white people are around themselves, as opposed when white people are around black people, right? And it was just funny. It was just funny. I love Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood, fucking a. So we got Eddie Murphy, we got Dave Chappelle, a lot of great black comedians. We got a lot of dumb white people for us to laugh at. You know, I mean, we got some great comedy out there. Um, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like right now, the phone's flipped around. You can't see me right now. But if you could see me, then I'm acting like an Italian, and I'm gonna be using my hands, right? And I'm putting up the metaphorical mirror. Like I'm putting up the metaphorical mirror, and it's like I'm sick and tired of hearing all you Americans complaining about fucking Hollywood. It's like shit. I really am, because we put out some great stuff every now and then, but it's like here's the thing that I have towards you, and that is, like how much money do you spend on stories? You know, your streaming money that you spend definitely counts towards story profit. But your Marvel T-shirts do not count towards story profit. Like if these companies are only going to make money through merchandising, then they're going to merchandise their stories. So your merchandising purchases do not contribute towards profit of story creators, right? Your Netflix, your streaming services definitely contribute. Your theater, um, your theater money definitely contributes. And what else? Like if you rent a movie online, that contributes. Um, but like here's the question, and this question can be answered scientifically and mathematically. But if I were a betting man, I would bet that Americans spend more money on hot dogs than they do on stories. Like, if you're gonna fucking spend more money on hot dogs than stories, then fuck you. Shit. Like, stop fucking. Like, complaining it can be great because it can be cathartic. Complaining can be cathartic, but after the catharsis, it's nagging. It's nagging. Like you guys are nagging in the American entertainment industry, and it's just irritating. Like, stop spending more money on hot dogs than you do on fucking stories, and you could possibly get better stories. Even though our hot dogs suck, American hot dogs are scandalously like horrible. Um, so I guess it doesn't necessarily, but it should, according to the supply and demand theory. Like shut your mouths and start giving more money to, like, there's a lot of great American entertainment stories out there. Me, for the past 5 years, I've been out of the entertainment world, so I haven't watched any stories recently. Um, so I'm totally out of the loop. I'm totally out of the, so I don't have any subscriptions. I should pirate because I don't have enough money. If I had enough money, I'd pay for it, but I don't pirate. So anything I watch, it has to be for free or something. One of the cool movies that I've seen recently is a Korean movie called The Witch. Damn, if you haven't seen that, fucking go watch that. That's fucking amazing. The Witch, the Korean movie. It's about this little girl, and she's just this kick-ass, badass bitch. But anyways, So I'm out of the loop. But before I got out of the loop, it was like 5 or 6 years ago. But over the past few years, I've just been creating my own entertainment, right? It's like either do something about it or shut the fuck up. Seriously. Um, and sometimes it's fine to shut the fuck up because you don't want to do something about it because you want to do something else in life. But so sometimes you just gotta complain and just move on with your fucking life. But like just been in my own little entertainment world for the past 5 years. I've been out of it. But before I got out of it, like let's talk about some of the stories that I was watching. Um, One of the stories that I was watching was I think it was called Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It was a great. I thought it was a great story, and the season I ended it on was when Sabrina um, she's cloned. Sabrina's like cloned, and now there's two Sabrinas, and one of the Sabrinas becomes Queen of Hell because Sabrina actually turns out to be the daughter of Satan, and she overthrows her father to become the Queen of Hell. It's great stuff, and there's just so much potential for great story after that. Now I've heard from like the recaps and stuff that it went downhill. The story went downhill after that. So hopefully, it maybe did, maybe not. I don't know, but I thought that was a great story. I thought the actor in there, the main actor, that she did just amazing job. Like her confidence was just so fucking attractive, and she was just such a fucking attractive, powerful character. And I think her hair was like white. I think there are people out there. Is that true, Teresa? There are people out there whose hair they're naturally white.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking pretty hot. Like you talk about blondes and brunettes and redheads, but there's like whiteheads out there.
Kind of like white eyes, albino.
Right. Yeah, but I could be wrong. But she did an amazing job on that. Another show that I was watching. I think it was American, but it was Van Helsing. Um, and damn, that was a great show. Like it ended with I think Vanessa was her name, but it ended with the main character, she and the main psychopath. They were both competing to become the the vessel of Satan. Right.
Okay.
Like it just ended on just this epic badass shit. Now I heard that show went downhill too. Like oh my, like that's tragic. Like it just ended. Like for me, it ended on just a great note. Like Van Helsing. Like damn, that was just like good stuff. Um, you know what? We're talking about entertainment right now, and if we're talking about entertainment, because we're talking about American entertainment, but I'm gonna have this just a little side piece that I do right now, and because I think it's the most classic entertainment in entertainment history, and that's a Canadian show. It's a Canadian show. It's called Kenny versus Spenny. I can't have much more. Like Impractical Jokers was basically based on Kenny versus Spenny, but Kenny versus Spenny, go check it out. That's awesome. Another show that I liked, there was this another Canadian show with this succubus, and she was hot, and it was a good show. It was a hot show. There was another Canadian show I think called The 100. That was a good show. I heard that became stupid. I only watched a few seasons, but the first few seasons are just fire on The 100, definitely. But those are all Canadian shows. But they do some good stuff every now and then, definitely. But going back to America, let's go back to America because I was watching this news show one time, and you have newspapers, and at the end of newspapers you have editorials. And there was this news show one time, and this news show ended with this one guy, and he was kind of doing an editorial, and he would pick a subject, but then he would just start rambling. And he always irritated me. He really did, because I think ultimately this guy was glib. Like if you want to look up the definition of glibness in a dictionary, I think this guy would show up. He's glib, he's superficial, he's shallow, and his meanings are pretentious. Um, And but his style is the same style that I'm doing right now. Like he would just get on there, he'd pick a subject and he'd ramble and he'd come back to it and he'd ramble and he'd come back to it. But I got to give this guy props for his style, and I didn't copy his style. Like I see myself as just casually wandering through deep thought right now. But and it's fun. It's a fun little style to do. But it's tricky and it's dangerous because it can get really annoying. Um, but I gotta like, as much as I thought this guy was glib and as much as he annoyed me, I gotta give this guy props for his craft. I think it's a good challenging style. It's a good challenging style. So I got to give my props to this guy. Like in terms of like American music, like we own the world. But you guys give more money towards music than you do stories. You know, you guys give more money towards music than you do stories.
That's
So
true.
like shit.
That's true.
But we own the world as far as music is concerned. Like you go to the Slavic world and there's all these Slavic rap groups that are trying to be like black guys in America. You got I think you got like Muslim rap. That's cool. I saw this Muslim group the other day. I was doom scrolling, and it was a Muslim metal group. They were rocking. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
these Muslim guys, and they had guitars and drums,
I
and they
didn't
were
see
fucking
that.
rocking. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we like, but fucking a, like in terms of music, we fucking own the world. We're the coolest. Um, I think the American entertainment industry, I don't think you can talk about it as if it's a singular whole. Maybe in certain discussions you could,
Interesting.
but like if DC ever went bankrupt, Marvel would celebrate. So to talk about the American entertainment industry as if it were this conspiratorial whole, maybe at the same time, there's like I'm an outsider looking in. I don't know what's going on. I don't. But all I do know is that Little Miss Sunshine is an amazing movie.
That's where you started. Yeah. I have to watch it.
It's good. If we can watch it together. Little Miss Sunshine. It's an amazing movie. And
It makes
and
me
and
think of me. I don't know why.
mhm mhm.
Huh.
Oh yeah. No, I see that.
Interesting.
But I don't know. American entertainment industry. Is there anything else we can say? Probably. But like I'm sorry, peoples. I'm sorry. I mean, the tragedy is that the American artist has to fucking deal with the inanity of your artificially processed hot dog brains. Um, that's it, I guess.